Hey, I bought a lightsaber, and for the fun of it, I decided to review it, so why not? So, I got this from Rebel Sabers, and this is my first lightsaber. And yes, I had to pay for it. I have no connection with them whatsoever. But here it is. This one is the one called Dark Matter. It was just the one I liked the most, and I don't really regret that so far. So here it is. The light is on there. I'm not sure how well the camera picks it up, but the light is on here. This is the only button on this lightsaber. So yeah, this is the hilt. The screw here, I left it in. This is the only one you need to attach the blade itself. So that is actually quite easy. So yeah, the hilt, the speaker is in here. You can unscrew this, which is also quite easy to get into. It is metal. You can hear that. There's the speaker. About the speaker, it has, I guess, 3 settings. Mute, so of course it will say nothing. Low and high, I believe. High is very loud. I don't think you want that. Low is more or less acceptable, at least for me. If that is still too loud, I've heard you could put some foam or something in there to muffle the sound. I tried it earlier with this thing on. Let's screw that. Uh-oh, now it's turning on. Playing Star Wars. Oh well, then we can hear it. So, if you hold your hand over it, it gets very muffled. So, yeah. It is kind of a minor complaint I have. There is a menu with this, and even reading the menu, I can't quite figure out how to use this button, because you have to hold it and press it and do this and that for this many flashes to get various results. So that is a little bit annoying, to be honest. But well, maybe other people who are smarter than me can figure that one out. Okay, I'll keep holding it here. This thing here, this unscrews. It doesn't really do much. It does keep the black thing here in its place, so I guess that is somewhat nice. If you want to get into this, which actually I did today, you have to unscrew this one and this one, and there is another one here on the back. So those you have to unscrew. You have to take the top off here, which is at the bottom, to get into the emitter. So that also unscrews, and the lights are there. Okay, I think we'll need to find a way to stop this. Well, I have been playing with this now for 5 to 10 minutes, and I've been unable to turn off this music going on here. So yes, this is definitely a complaint. The one button menu is a pain, to say the least. I'm looking at the manual right now for this, and it doesn't help, to be quite honest. The volume settings, it's on low right now, and I can change it to off, but it doesn't turn off the music. So I don't know what to say to that. I may have to open it up and disconnect the battery for this to start, which is quite annoying if I have to be honest. But yeah, I would prefer. This connects to a USB, I'll show that in a moment, but I would prefer some kind of program on your PC that can kind of control the settings on this thing, but no, not to be. But other than that, it feels well made. It is metal, it is not super heavy, but it feels good in the hand, so that is definitely great. The size is nice. Could make the argument that this thing is in the way, but if that's the case, you just unscrew it. It's super easy to unscrew. Not so much when you're holding like this, but it does come off. It is loose now, so just take it off. Nothing is going to fall off unless you remove those screws there as well. So keep this, remove it, whatever you want. And I think that's it. The light is on in there. The one screw here, just a minor complaint, I suppose. It does have room for more if you so choose. You see all the way through there, so you can actually add in 4. It does come with 4, but it's not really necessary to have more than 1. But the way you screw this in onto the blade itself, you have to be careful. It says that in the manual and everything. You don't just tighten it really well, because you're probably going to crack the blade. So you do have to be careful. This is not very deep, it goes down to about there, which kind of leads to another little problem that I probably have with this. This is the blade, so it goes in here. A bit difficult to hit like this. There we go, and it turned on. I'll show it later when it's completely on and whatnot. So just stick it in here. It has to tighten that way, and then you screw that in, not too hard, and that's really it. The handle itself, the length is 27.5 centimeters. The blade here it comes with is 92, and when you combine the two, it's roughly 115 centimeters long. So it is fairly long, and probably one of the things that I'm a little bit concerned about. It is a bit top heavy. When you're swinging it around, you really feel it heavy at the tip. So it worries me that that one screw is not enough, that I didn't tighten it or whatever, and this flies out while you're, well, doing stuff with the lightsaber. So maybe something that could be better, but I think that's a problem like all lightsabers have, not just this one or this brand. So I think that's more or less it. Oh, I'll show that in the next video, so be right back with that one. I almost forgot. In the package you get a couple of things. You get this manual, which I haven't really used for that much, but, well, you get one online, so I've been using that one instead. But you get this, and it explains a little bit about the lightsaber. I think this is a general one, because the one depicted here is definitely not mine. But I think they all work pretty much the same. So you get that. You get this tool, so if you need to get into it, well, the blade has, well, you use this one. And the screw that I have in is one, and I don't know if you can see. Well, anyways, there are 3 more. There they are. So you get 4 in total. So you get that as well. You get a USB. I haven't played around with this, but it has an SD card inside, and you can download new sound fonts for it and stuff like that, I think. Which is a nice feature, I guess. I will probably play with that someday, but for now I'm okay with it. I don't really want it to say anything. I can still hear it in the background. I don't know if you can on the video, but it's a bit annoying. But anyway, the last thing that you get is this cable. So the charger cable, you stick that in there, in the lightsaber, in the hilt, and this goes in your PC or whatever you want to use. So pretty simple, and that's why I would like it to stick that in the lightsaber, and this in your computer, have some kind of software that you can use to program it, to avoid this one button hold and press and release, and it does various things, and it's just frustrating. So I would like that. Maybe they can do that in the future. Anyways, let's move on to the lightsaber being on and hopefully quiet. Okay, so sorry for the background, one of my kids did some drawings. So this is the lightsaber on in a fairly well lit room. So it is very bright. This is the Xenoblade, so it is the brightest one of the options. And as you can probably hear, it has this hum as well going on, which is kind of cool. That's the only sound I really like here. And it does make a humming again when you swing it around. So it is pretty neat. Let's try it with the lights off. So completely dark, no lights whatsoever anywhere except for here. So it is very bright. If you take this out, people can definitely see you. It has this deflector something sound as well. One press on the button. Which is, I guess, kind of cool. But that's really it. It has various colors, but I'm not sure how to do that at the moment. I'm not even sure how to turn it off. Anyways, it's very, very bright. So that's great. Anyways, I hope this is useful for something. If it is, leave a like. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I recorded the last part of this video, and as you can see and probably hear, I managed to turn the sound off. I'm actually not sure how I did that. I think it was just by charging it or something. Anyways, I just wanted to add a couple of things here before the end of the video, and one of the things is a safety feature apparently on this lightsaber, and I'm guessing this carries on to their other lightsabers, which is a battery lockdown mode or something. From what I understand is when the battery gets really low, it will lock down the lightsaber, which basically means it doesn't respond anyway. I think I mentioned this briefly earlier. So you will get no response from it. It doesn't have the red light here. Nothing will happen if you charge it, so you can connect the cables as much as you want, and nothing. Which scared me a little bit in the beginning. My son had been playing with it and I thought something had happened, so I kind of freaked out. It would be kind of nice if it had a warning for that, but it doesn't, it just happens, so yeah. About that, the way to fix it, if anybody's interested, is you have to unscrew this thing. You have to unscrew the bottom, you have to unscrew the top. Then you use the tool here that is provided, so you don't have to buy anything. So you unscrew those two here on this side, and you unscrew this one. Oh god, now it turned on. Let's see. Oh well, you can get some of the sound effects. It does the thing when you move it. But anyways, you unscrew that. So with those two at the ends here off, you can, and those off, you can slide this down and off, and then you basically get access to the interior, and it's pretty simple. The battery is pretty tight in there, which is okay, I would say, so you may have to use a screwdriver or something to get it out, and you just take it out for I think 20 seconds they told me, and then you pop it all back in and you can charge it and then it works again. So pretty easy. Which also leads me to the company itself. Like I mentioned at the beginning, not sponsored or anything else, I had to pay for this, but I do want to give them a shout out, because when this happened I didn't know what to do. I threw them an email, and I would say within about 12 hours, the following day at least, early in the morning, and I think this was on a Saturday, that they replied to me with the instructions like, this is probably what happened, this is what you should do, step-by-step instructions. So kudos to them for being that quick and that good. So I have bought many things online over the years, and I don't recall anybody giving me better service than that. So definitely recommendable, I would say. Yeah, that's really it, I think. The company, again, if anybody has forgotten, Rebel Sabers, just Google it. It's based in the US, I believe, but they do ship from China, Hong Kong specifically, if that is important for anybody. I am in Mexico, and it took them, I think, about 3 weeks for the delivery, so pretty neat. Everything was fine. I had no issues there. No taxes, import taxes or anything else. It came in in this box here. I kind of expected more, don't know why, but everything fits in here perfectly. It's a pretty sturdy box, so it looks safe. So yeah, I think I would give this lightsaber and the company overall a 4.5 out of 5, just because of those minor inconveniences, like again the sound here is on and now turned off. It's a little bit random what it does. I'm guessing with time and patience you can learn exactly what to press and for how long to fix some of these things, but maybe having a couple extra buttons wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it's a design issue, I suppose. But either way, it's just the one button here is kind of annoying to use. But anyways, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.